All right. After you submit an application, as soon as you get that thing signed and submitted, you're going to get an eligibility. And you're going to definitely want to open this eligibility up. It's a 12-page, sometimes a little bit longer page document, but you want to open it up and you want to review it. I'm going to show you here a sample one and what you need to do after you've enrolled somebody. So the first part, we're going to assume that somebody has some requirements that need to be satisfied. So let's take a look at what eligibility looks like. All right. So here is what the eligibility note looks like. You're going to have the application ID. You're going to have the submission date. You're going to have the primary contact information. You're going to have the tax credits or the subsidies that they're going to receive every month. And you're going to have the income that was utilized that the insured is saying that they're going to make in 2023 or whatever year that you're submitting this for. Then what you're going to do is you're going to kind of look down here and you're going to see that on the action steps, what you need to submit. You need to focus on this. So you'll notice here that we have some action steps. One of them here is that we need to submit or confirm their household income. The other one is we got to confirm Medicaid coverage status, Medicare coverage status. So we're confirming that mainly they don't have it. Okay. So you look at this, you're like, okay, great. Now, how do I satisfy these requirements? So you're going to scroll down a few pages. And well, before you scroll down a few pages, these are the ways that they can be submitted. But I'm going to show you here the easiest way to get those submitted. All right. So here's income. So you'll see here on the income side, what documents you could submit to satisfy that requirement. Now you don't need to submit all of them, but you need to submit one of them. Okay, it can be a 1040, it can be their W-2, 1099, it can be a pay stub, Social Security statement. If they're self-employed, you can write out a letter. That's normally what I do. My letter that I usually send out is very easy. I tell them put their name, I give them the application ID number. I tell them put down to whom it may concern, and I tell them to explain why their income is what it is. There's a discrepancy of what's been inputted to what they see at IRS. So with that discrepancy, we just got to explain it. So to whom it may concern, my income for this current year is I'm expecting it to be this amount. Here is why. Started a new job, I'm working less, I change employers, whatever it may be. Give an explanation that typically is enough to satisfy the requirement. Okay. And that's coming down here in the written explanation. Okay. The next requirement, I don't see this often, but sometimes I do, is lack of other coverage. So it's asking us to explain that the system is noticing that they have Medicare. And if they don't have Medicare, it's asking us to confirm it. And here are some documents that can get submitted. Now, let's assume that you get these requirements, you get these documents. Okay, I always tell my insureds, send them to me. I will take care of them for you. Okay, if they send them to me in whatever fashion it may be, a JPEG, they take a picture of it on their phone. Okay, now a lot of insurers don't have scanners. And they're like, okay, well, how do you want me to get this letter to you? I'll tell them, write it down and just take a picture of it with your phone and text it to me. Then I will email it to myself. I have a JPEG, then I'll upload it here. Okay, but the ones that have all these other documents, they can email them to you. Once you have them, here's what you're going to do. Okay, you're going to go pull your insured up on Health Sherpa. Okay, this is the client view. You'll notice here on this client view screen here, I've taken some screenshots. You're going to see that they have to pay. We have to verify income, which we're processing already. So we've already actually done it. And we're verifying non-Medicare coverage. What you will do is you will click here on the view. It will take you to the next screen. And on this screen, you're going to see this drop down. It's going to give you all those options. Okay. You go find it wherever you have it saved on your computer, and then you upload it. Super easy, guys. All right. You can click down here on view list, and it'll give you the list of all the acceptable documents. All right. Now there's another tool that can help you out with post-enrollment. Now let's assume that you don't get what's required. That's okay. Sometimes that happens. you can have Health Sherpa work for you. Okay. So what Health Sherpa does is you need to make sure on the settings tab of your Health Sherpa, click on settings, you scroll down, and you're going to see follow-up document status changes. Okay, you want that on. What this means is that if there's any status in change, so the documents you submitted, if they were accepted, they let you know. If they were declined, they will let you know. You want to know if that's the case. Okay. The other one that I will recommend that you make sure you do is the follow-up documentation reminders for clients. So what's going to happen is Health Sherpa is going to send an email to your clients on your behalf, 15 days before the due date, 5 days before the due date, and 1 day before the due date. You can click on view email to view what that email is like. Okay. And then I also do the same thing for the binder payments. That's going to be the first payment to get your policy started. Okay, so Health Sherpa is already working for us. I also, in my CRM, another thing that I do is I also have it in my CRM. Now, I don't wait 15 days from the due date. If you notice there, the due date was August, is it 16th maybe? I'm not going to wait till August to get this done. I'm going to start bugging my insureds now being in May. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into my CRM, and I'm going to put in there, hey, document. I'm going to code them. I'm going to enter them into my CRM, give them a tag of ACA sold. Then I'm going to put them into a workflow that lets them know I need these documents, and I'm going to bug the crap out of them till they get it to me. Because here's what's going to happen. If we don't take care of this, or they don't take care of it, they're going to lose their subsidy. Rate's going to skyrocket. They're going to cancel. We've just created an unpleasant experience and not a good thing. So just try to bug them and get these documents. Now, also some post-enrollment maintenance that you should be doing. Okay. If for some reason you need to report some changes, I'm going to share this with you here. Okay. No, I'm sorry, wrong screen here. Let's get this pulled up. All right. Nope. Here we go. All right. So if you need to process some changes, okay, one of the things that you want to do is you want to talk to your insureds and let them know that if there's ever any change in income, any change in the household, just pretty much any change, you don't want them contacting healthcare.gov. Don't be a lazy agent and tell them to do that, because healthcare.gov doesn't really work for us. I have seen them remove the agent. And when an agent is removed from the application, you lose commissions. So do not send them over there. So I'm going to recommend that you report a life change. And here's what you'll do. You'll click on your client. Okay, very, very easy to do. Once you click on your client and you're on the client view screen, you're going to have the ability to report a change. Okay, so you'll hit report change. Okay, then you're going to go in there and you are going to go through the application and you're going to update whatever that change is. If it's a change in income, okay, fine, go do that. If it's a change in household status, a relocation, an update on their email, this is how you're going to do that. Okay, now you can go what we call the double redirect way, the old way of doing stuff. I try not to do that because it is a little more lengthy. But what you will do is when you, let's see here if it shows you how to do that. Okay. You're going to have to, on your Health Sherpa, when you go hit search clients, okay, and it pulls up the window for you to search your client. What you are going to do is you're going to, at the very bottom, it says healthcare redirect. And then you're going to log in with your credentials that you use to get certified. Okay. Not the client's login, your stuff. And you're going to enter the agent backdoor. Then what you're going to do is you're going to enter the year you're doing it, the state, first name, last name, date of birth. That's all you have to enter. It's going to find them. And then you're going to attest that you have permission to get in there. And then you're going to report a life change and you're going to do the very same thing. But I would recommend you don't do this one. Do it on Health Sherpa. Super, super easy to do. Okay. Now, definitely think that that's the way to go. That's how I maintain my book. That's really my post-enrollment maintenance. I will tell you this, guys, as Health Sherpa is evolving and getting better and better, we're going to have some export features. Okay. In the next videos, I just shot one a couple of days ago. We're in May of 2023 right now. I am going to upload the latest and greatest on exporting the data in Health Sherpa into a CSV file so that you can take that file and do things with it, is what I'm going to be talking about in the export video. So make sure you watch that. All right. Hope that helps you out. Guys, I will tell you, make sure that you're taking care of your book of business. We're working very, very hard to acquire the book. It costs us money to acquire a book, cost of acquisition, and we want to make sure that we take care of these clients and they stay with us for a long time. Not only do we want the commissions for ACA, but eventually these guys are going to turn 65. And that's where we're going to make a little bit more money, because we're going to be able to help them with Medicare if you guys are doing Medicare.